thing I know, brother. New thing.
Hiroshima time I know.
New face for the bus back.
Killer. Yeah, every time I watch the match, man, we can't stop laugh, man.
Drama.
I'm on radio interview, brother.
What? They want to edit me see with that, brother.
We never did find somebody who would do Zidane. But funny enough, every time we look on the track record, and every time we have a man like that, you know, always look for that. Always.
Enigma.
The drama man. And the drama man always the captain.
Always the captain. Tell you.
Abusers, lad, they don't get the big up. Get the big up.
What?
It's a ras, it's a clutch that you know.
That is a fight me, I tell you, man.
Clutch, brother.
That big.
Big man, big. Just through Hiroshima and take on a spotlight, but I clutch there.
Yeah, man, that big.
But just imagine how the man would have answered the Murinari Watanabe if you remember it.
I tell you.
Hey, the other man, he just remember it. That would have been something epic. For the money, man, get all 500,000-600,000.
Tell the man, MP, the man over there. And Marie.
Worse than the shit that come up.
What? I tell you, man, I know them are be there.
Yeah, nice, man.
Know them are be there. See him some attention. See him some attention.
So we say good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or good night. Wherever you're watching the broadcast of this ISSA All-Ireland Under-16 semi-final between Camperdown in blue with red stripes and St. George's College in the light blue with white stockings. St. George's College, they are defending champions of the Urban Under-16 League, having defeated Camperdown 2-0 in a best-of-3 matchup recently. And they're off to the races. Camperdown getting the first 2 points of this contest. And speaking to the coach, Nyron Hurd of Camperdown earlier on. Oh, they're off to the races with 3 points. St. George's College hoping to answer the call. They got 2. And so Camperdown lead by a shadow. And just to tell you also too that the matchup coming to you from the Huey Bowl, and this is first quarter action. St. George's College defeated Camperdown, as we said before, 2-0 in the best-of-3 final, winning game 1 at 52-48 before taking game 2 47-46. St. George's College with it, a long-range shot that time by their point guard, who Coach Clifford Brown said that he could be an X-factor in this crucial one this evening. And here he goes again on the dribble. For St. George's College is Demario Deacon. Deacon on the dribble. Nice skip court pass in finding Barrington. Oh! Dennis Barrington, number 11, the other guard for St. George's College, was fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot 2. Coming up later on at this venue should be another semi-final which features St. Catherine up against Campion College, and Campion College being the urban champions, having defeated the same team, St. Catherine, in the urban championship. So that's a rematch of the urban final in that semi-final. Manchester High will be playing Herbert Morrison later on. Oh, great steal by St. George's College, but Camperdown recovered. Oh, sweet drive that time from the Camperdown guard, Kimani Holiday. Here is Deacon with it. Great movement of the ball to Barrington. And a bounce pass that time. It was quickly broken up though. Bailey made the bounce pass. Here is Camperdown on the dribble. Oh, double team comes, a foul is called. So the coach that time, Nyron Hurd, shouting instructions to his players, or one player caught himself in some degree of trouble to be substituted immediately. We'll tell you who that player is in just a while. Barrington finding Deacon. Oh! A long-range shot that time for Demario Deacon of St. George's College. And St. George's College comes with the full press. Camperdown beating the trap. No, unsuccessful. Here comes George's once again. Patient ball by St. George's. And holding on to this 5-point lead. A double dribble is called that time on the St. George's College player. That player from St. George's was Alexander Bailey, the forward. As we look now at a substitution call. And checking in immediately. As we look at a fight for the loose ball. So Barrington Dennis checking in and sitting down Alexander Bailey for Camperdown. This is St. George's with it once more. Oh, great turn. Short. Camperdown off to the races. It's a 2-on-2 fast break, resulting in a foul. And with a call, sends Camperdown to the line, number 5, Jamie Williams. In fact, it's Dietrich Miller, the number 4 player from St. George's College, and not Deacon as we thought before. Oh! Answering the call that time. And a timeout call. This St. George's College team, not yet home and dry, but certainly enjoying the early proceedings so far in this contest. An 8-point lead with 5 minutes 46 to play in the first quarter. St. George's College are looking good. So Coach Nyron Hurd calling his players to the sideline to talk things over. Not enjoying what he's seeing in the first stages of this competition or the first quarter of this matchup. And Coach Nyron Hurd know all too well about semifinals and finals. He's a championship winning coach himself, up against Clifford Brown, the coach of St. George's College. It is Camperdown, Solom Optima, Pitenda Sunt versus St. George's College ad Maiorem de Gloriam. And in the event you're just joining us and might be wondering, you're watching first quarter action of the matchup between Camperdown and St. George's College. This is the ISSA All-Ireland Under 16 semifinal. Oh, great bounce pass. A step back that time from the receiver. Oh! There was an appeal. Good offensive rebound. And a foul call on St. George's College. The rebound was taken by Jerome Samuels, the number 9 player of Camperdown. Oh, sweet move inside. By Jaquan Rennie of Camperdown. Here is St. George's with it. Barrington, long range shot. As we say good afternoon to Senor Carlos, referee par excellence, a man who is bilingual. Oh, St. George's College escaping by the skin of your teeth. Barrington, oh, almost getting one more for St. George's. Unsuccessful in the attempt. And Camperdown really rushing this game now. That tall player putting the ball on the floor. Camperdown, hop, skip and jump. Nowhere to shoot. St. George's have clogged the lane. They look to regroup. Good movement of the ball by Camperdown up top. They search for one more. Doesn't get it. The putback though is successful by number 11, Henry LeConte. And LeConte certainly has been one of the X factors for this Camperdown team all season. Here is St. George's College. Barrington, Brick. On the dribble, quickly broken up the time by St. George's College in a pass that was meant for the Camperdown center. And a jump ball called by referee Kevin Herbert. Or was it? Possession to Camperdown. Less than 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And a foul called on St. George's College. Camperdown, despite trailing now, are ensuring that they stay in the contest. They trail by 6 points. Oh, the player not putting the ball on the floor before stepping off. And called for the walking violation, Alexander Bailey. This is Camperdown with it once again. Oh, they had no trouble. It was Jaquan Rennie who scored for Camperdown. Just over 2 minutes to play. Long range shot. Oh! Dimitri Miller. 3 more for Camperdown. A 5-point lead for St. George's College. Make it. Beg pardon. That 3-pointer was for St. George's College. Camperdown trying to answer the call. The long range 3-pointer earlier on was by Dietrich Miller of St. George's College. Miller with possession. They really play an isolation offense where the St. George's players don't necessarily clog the lanes or the spaces. And Camperdown will have to find ways of boxing out in order to stay in the contest. It was a full court trap on Camperdown. And a foul called on number 22, Imani Salmon, which means that Camperdown will go to the line to shoot 2. So Camperdown have cut what was a 7-point lead now down to 4. A great offensive rebound. The player spinning, turning in traffic. Oh, great putback. Miller. And the shot taken that time from Alexander Bailey. No good. Camperdown ball. So the full court trap again on Camperdown. Quickly beating it with a 3-on-1 fast break. And the player was hoping for and one, but it never materialized. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. But the referees of this game, Kevin Herbert and Mr. Lame, certainly have kept the proceedings together when earlier it seemed like tempers would flare. A timeout called by Clifford Brown of St. George's College to talk things over as Camperdown cut what was a 7-point gap down now to 2. 18-6 in favor of St. George's College, and Camperdown back in the contest. So just in case you're joining us and might be wondering, the action is on ISSA TV, and so at the end, so 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter, where the team from East Kingston trailing by 2 points, that is Camperdown, against St. George's College. The team in light blue from North Street. "55 seconds to play now." So the first effort no good. Clayton to shoot one more. Second one no good, but good fight for the ball that time. And St. George's College comes away with it. Their point guard on the dribble. He controls traffic quite well. They're moving into spaces, St. George's College. Alexander Bailey with it up top, tries a three, doesn't fall, and Camperdown comes away with it. Oh, great steal. Bailey, oh, that was a very easy effort. Based on my estimation, he should have put that one away, but instead Bailey will have to go to the line to shoot two. Camperdown solid in defense. Bailey missing the first shot. "17 seconds to play. Bailey, oh, successful in the attempt. Opening up now a 3-point window between themselves and Camperdown. As substitution call on the part of C-Down. 15 seconds now to play in this quarter. Camperdown in trouble, or are they? Long range shot. Oh! Sweet shot. Donovan Richards to end the quarter for Camperdown with the scores locked up at 19. We take a break at this juncture, but believe you me, this Camperdown team, they were smoking in the last 5 minutes to close the gap. But earlier on, St. George's College enjoyed the first part of the proceedings, and the first quarter ending 19 apiece. St. George's College and Camperdown, first quarter. We'll be back. So we pick up the action now in the second quarter. And it's 19 apiece. And that's how the first quarter ended. And we wait to see if Camperdown can spring some surprises. Oh, good movement of the ball. Jerome Samuels getting it inside and using his height to great advantage. And he will shoot one. And he will shoot. So Camperdown leading for the first time in the matchup. St. George's College hoping to get one from the corner. Not successful. Here is Camperdown beating that full court trap. And a foul called on that point guard of St. George's College. So a substitution called by Coach Clifford Brown. And checking in is Simpson. And sitting down is Joshua Forbes. Oh, a runner, but it doesn't fall. Camperdown with the rebound. Good skip court pass. Long range three attempted. No good. St. George's College with the rebound. The tempo of this game picking up now. Miller on the dribble. Finding his big man in the corner. Oh, a runner. Empty-handed. And then the putback. It was Alexander Bailey who got it and slid inside for St. George's College. This Camperdown team finding a way to beat the full court trap. St. George's College staying with their game. Camperdown handling the pressure. Oh, good pass that time. Losing it in traffic. Boys will be boys. And Coach Clifford Brown calling on the players to settle down. Barrington finding Miller. His effort was blocked. And a foul called. To slow the tempo of the matchup. And the ball belongs to Camperdown. Miller was reaching around his marker. And nonetheless, The action continues. Camperdown with it. Oh, that pass was read. Oh, good finish that time from Alexander Bailey. He, of course, is racking up the numbers. Little over 6.5 to play. Oh, these teams look oh so well in transition. And a substitution call. So Miller, the point guard of St. George's College, getting a well-needed rest. And checking in is Jamie Williams. He now will handle the ball. Bailey gets it back. Oh, wanted to swing it. Never work. And that Camperdown player going all the way. Was he called for a charging foul? Or was it blocking on the part of St. George's College? Blocking it was. Not sure what that call is for, but back to the action. That Camperdown player getting the ball in the paint. Number 15, Antoine Millwood. A fight for the ball. And Bailey getting it to drop. A 4-point advantage now for St. George's College. On 6 minutes to play in this second quarter. Bailey with a sweet three-pointer. So a fight for the loose ball. The Camperdown player went down. St. George's College. Oh, the little man. His shot is off. Oh, almost like a touchdown. Here is St. George's College with it once more. They look so patient on the offense. Barrington Dennis opting to give it back to his point guard at the top of the lane. Bailey hoping to drive. Good bounce pass to Barrington. Oh, no good. Camperdown in jail, hoping to escape. That player walking in the key, unsuccessful in the attempt in the finish. St. George's College will come the other way. So a timeout called, and Coach Nyron Hurd want to talk things over with his players. A little over 4 minutes to play. We're inside the second quarter, and St. George's College holding on to a 7-point lead. So we pick up the action now with a little over 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. This is St. George's College with it now. And Joshua Toms, the backup point guard, added earlier on for St. George's. Here is Camperdown, hoping to beat that full court trap. The player bouncing, turning, oh! Walking violation call. It was Hiroy Leconte, the number 11 player for Camperdown. Here is Camperdown with it. Still solid offensively, Camperdown, with the time running out. Oh, that was a sweet run. Great finish. But they're going to need more like that in order to tame the St. George's College team, who certainly have found a way to stay in front. The little point guard, good pass inside to Bailey, who finishes off the window. So neither team turning over the ball. Long range effort coming from Camperdown, kissing the front of the rim. And Bailey keeps it alive for St. George's College. Barrington, no. His effort went wayward. And in the end, a jump ball. Or was it? Camperdown with it. When it comes on to fast break, this Camperdown team look oh so solid, but most of the time they fail to convert. They trail by 7 points. St. George's College with it. He reads traffic well, Joshua Forbes. Make that Joshua Toms for St. George's College. He's with possession once again. Now on a fast break. Looking for receivers. Couldn't find any. And then up to slow the play down. Barrington to Toms. Bailey up top for Georges. Back to Barrington. Looking for room inside to slide. Getting it. And getting the foul to count. He will go to the charity stripe. No, there was a whistle on the play. Oh, here is Barrington once again. Wow! St. George's College wasting no time, making Camperdown feel the heat. The largest lead for St. George's College of this contest. If Camperdown can slow them down, remains to be seen. 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. My oh my. This matchup slipping away from Camperdown. And a foul called. And the Camperdown player will go to the line. Kanye Bonner, as we say good afternoon to Mr. Ewan Scott. So competitions officer Ewan Scott of ISSA, the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association. And these competitions are under the auspices or the guidance of the Inter-Secondary School Sports Association that guides in Jamaica ISSA, basketball, track and field, football, netball, rugby, hockey, tennis, table tennis, cricket, of which Excelsior were crowned T20 champions yesterday, and that was after winning the Grey Shield title earlier on. And now they hope to face St. Elizabeth Technical in the Spalding Cup. So a 10-point lead for St. George's College now, with 7 seconds to play in the second quarter. A whistle signaling that maybe a player jumped too early at the rebound. St. George's College ball from the side. Bailey with it. 2 seconds to shoot. And there is where it will end. 34-24 with St. George's College holding on now to a 10-point lead. Unlike the end of the first quarter where it ended 19-all, St. George's College have enjoyed the better of play. Camperdown with a whole lot of work to do before the start of the third quarter. Stay with us. So we get set to pick up the action now in the third quarter, or the second half, if you will. The first quarter ended 19 all, and the second quarter ended 24-34 in favor of St. George's College. Now we wait to see what will transpire in the third quarter. The point guard for St. George's College is already on 2 fouls. And they're getting ready to put him back into the contest. And Miller, the point guard, on 2 fouls for St. George's College, checking back in the contest. Coach Nyron Hurd standing now for the first time in the contest, which means he's off to business. St. George's College, a 12-point lead by St. George's College, the biggest lead of the contest. And moving that up now to a 13-point lead. So the point was called back. So make it now a 12-point lead. And the player will have to shoot again. But it's still good. Here is Camperdown with it once more. Through Bonner, losing it in traffic. And the Camperdown recovers. So St. George's College really pressuring Camperdown on the ball now. A putback wasn't good. A St. George's College player fell in the process. So unlike St. George's College, Camperdown allowing the St. George's players to come to them in setting up a zone defense. While St. George's College having that man-to-man player holding down his head and charging inside. It is Holiday, who himself searching for perhaps an holiday. Getting 2 points in the drive, crashing to the floor, and then getting the opportunity to go to the line to shoot one more for Camperdown. Under 9 minutes to play. It's an 11-point lead held on by St. George's College. Camperdown can cut it now to 10. Ball doesn't fall. And the players of Camperdown are appealing for over-the-back foul, and the referee says no. Miller on the dribble. And Camperdown stifling defense, forcing St. George's College to turn the ball over. Camperdown having difficulty coming out of their own half. Shot too long. Recovered quickly on the other end of the floor. A putback. No good. Camperdown still alive, living to fight another day. Ball up top. And a foul call? No, it was a walking violation on Camperdown. As we look at the St. Catherine team getting ready now to face Campion College in the under-19 semi-final to be played at this location after the game. So St. Catherine getting ready to face Camperdown, as I said before. And here, getting ready to face Campion, that is. St. George's College at the back door. It was left open. And so they run away in search of 2 more points, or perhaps 3. Miller. Ball floating nicely for St. George's College. A runner. It doesn't fall. They get the offensive rebound, St. George's. That Miller was directing traffic, Josiah Bailey. The number 22 player at that time, it is Salmon, Imani Salmon. Unsuccessful in that 3-point attempt. 11-point lead being enjoyed by St. George's College. They are the ghost that Camperdown perhaps will find a way to smoke out, or can they? Did the player pick the ball up too early in trying to beat the full court trap? The team in red and blue still alive. Shot near the window. Oh, the rebound. And the putback eventually. Coming that time from number 11, LaConte. They've relied on him so much in the past series of the urban matchup, and so too this series. As we say good afternoon to Keisha, Lindsay, hard-working table official par excellence, who have given more than 30 years of service to the Jamaica Basketball Association and the development of the game across the length and breadth of the country. Keisha played as well. Swift Angels. Kingston Technical at National. And of course, Keisha served as Secretary of Basketball, Assistant Secretary. She have served as the Administrator in the office. And my oh my. Oh! That's a jump ball. St. George's College still in the lead. Camperdown slowly now. Oh, the referee saying the ball belonged to Camperdown. 5.5 to play. 5.5 to play. And St. George's College recovering. The player thought he slipped on something wet. St. George's College, are they home and dry? That player almost losing possession. Finding a way to stay alive. Miller with it. A nice bounce pass. Oh, St. George's College. Imani Salmon to go to the line to shoot 2 for St. George's. Jamali Simpson was in the fray and the fast run that time for St. George's College. But nothing was working at that point, and St. George's College living to fight another day. They hold on to a 9-point lead. Back up to 10 now. 38-28. A little over 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Although with Camperdown, it's never over until it's over. The offensive rebound, Miller works his way inside, hands off. Oh, that was a good pass. Still fighting, still pushing, still believing. Camperdown. Never over until it's over. A double team coming. Ball handed off quickly. Oh, great movement of the ball from Camperdown. Their number 3 player going up, missing the mark altogether, then going down. Could there be a whistle on the play? No. Soft touch. St. George's College comes away with it. Camperdown in all sort of offensive mishaps. And a traveling call on Salmon. So Holiday and Bonner involved in bringing the ball down court. Oh, that was a sweet run. It was by LeConte, number 11. Finishing for Camperdown, an 8-point lead now. And the crowd shouting defense for Camperdown. St. George's College want to push them all the way. Camperdown hoping to stop the run. A great fake, great movement that time by Camperdown, and the putback. No good, but Camperdown really fighting on the board now. And that whistle goes against them. It was Holiday involved in that fracas. And St. George's College coming away the better of the two as they held on to possession. Miller with it, swinging it sweetly. And Jackson opted to give it up. Bailey on the bounce spot. Oh, great pass. Nothing yet for St. George's College. The turnaround by Bailey. His effort is short. They're still alive. Ball boxed away. St. George's College will hold on to it. Camperdown really showing great resilience now on defense. A little over 3 minutes to play. And Coach Nyron Hurd arguing with the referee. So as tempers flared, things back, and a foul called on Jackson. So 3 minutes to play now in the third quarter. Have we seen the best of Camperdown yet? They've lost it in traffic. Here comes Miller. Finding Jackson. Salmon looking before leaping. And a substitution call on the part of Camperdown. Checking in is Richards and sitting down is LeConte. So Salmon, missing the first of 2 shots at the line, will shoot again. An 8-point lead enjoyed by St. George's College, making it a 9-point lead now. Camperdown still with work to do. 2.5 to play. This is Bonner. Great movement of the ball by Camperdown. And a walk-in violation called on Clayton. Timeout called by Nyron Hurd of Camperdown. He perhaps has seen too much in this quarter, where his team certainly was outplayed. With a 2.5 to play in the third quarter, it's still all to play for in this semifinal, in this National Under 16 semifinal, under the auspices of the Intersecondary School Sports Association. Stay with us. So with 2.5 to play, Coach Nyron Hurd has given his boys a pep talk. We wait to see now if there'll be any pep in their step. Bailey wanted to shoot a three, opted not to do it. And St. George's College really excellent on the boards. Salmon, who got the rebound. Camperdown doing well in the zone defense so far. And that soft effort couldn't drop for Camperdown. They must now regroup on defense. This is Salmon finding Bailey. And the backup point guard for St. George's College, Toms. He loses the handle on it. Opts to play defense, Barrington. But Camperdown, too swift, too smart, too quick. And a whistle on the play. Just a shadow over a minute to play now in the third quarter. And still a 9-point lead for St. George's College. Long range effort. Oh, Camperdown would have needed that. The rim is closed on the team in red and blue. St. George's College perhaps seeing the light of day this afternoon. There's a whistle on the play. So we say good afternoon to Rodney Wigan, himself a stalwart of the Jamaica Basketball Association. And earlier on we saw Pete Matthews, president of the Running Rebels Club, who won the Berger Paints basketball competition way back in 1999, when himself, Pete Matthews, was a player on the team. And Camperdown getting a rear bucket with 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. Here comes Storms. He's diminutive, but agile and good on the dribble. Barrington, with that white headband, finds Bailey. Long range shot, missing the mark. St. George is still alive. And the whistle on the play brings the play to a momentary pause. And the Georgians will get the ball from the baseline. Toms slowing down the proceedings for St. George's, hoping to slice the defense, unsuccessful. And St. George's College getting it back after Camperdown lost the handle on it. And in trying to regroup, a whistle was blown on Richards. That's a foul on him. Not too sure if that's his third. And the loudest voice you're hearing in the arena is that of Coach Nyron Hurd of Camperdown, as is sensing St. George's College pulling away ever so often in this contest. They hold on to an 8-point lead with 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. So Camperdown now over the foul limit, which therefore means that any foul committed thereafter would put the opposing team, St. George's College, at the line. In the event you're just joining us, we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whatever geographic space you're watching the contest from around the world, this is the ISSA National Under 16 semifinal between Camperdown in dark blue and red and St. George's College in the light blue the team leading at the moment. So both referees talking things over. That is Lamy and Herbert. Lamy the taller of the two, and Herbert with ball in hand, handing it to the shooter for St. George's College. Ball hitting the front of the rim. Oh! And a fight for the loose ball. But Millard getting it for Camperdown, number 15. And getting some instructions too from his coach, Hurd. And Camperdown will shoot 2. Getting the first one to fall, that is Bonner. He will shoot one more. So shooting one more, and Camperdown now have cut the gap to 7 points. St. George's College getting 2 more points. And that's the end of the third quarter. 33-42 in favor of St. George's College. The first quarter ended 19 apiece. The second quarter ended 34-24 in favor of St. George's College. And now 42-33 at the end of the third quarter. 10 minutes to play, and the winner of this contest would advance to the National Under-16 final, awaiting the winner of the other semi-final. Perhaps Mr. Ewan Scott could help us with the scores of the other semi-final if he knows. Stay with us.
Unless you want to zoom in, unless you want, probably want to give them some feature on bar or school or something like that. You're not doing much. But I say, man love money or fresh. Just burn our heart when Newcastle both of you. Yo, we like to Newcastle and Man U witness. What else are working?
So we're inside now the last quarter. And here is where they say do or die. Camperdown could do with some points. And St. George's College hoping to keep the sword at the throat of their opponent. Nothing falling for Camperdown yet. So Coach Nyron Hurd asking his players what they're waiting on. And now Camperdown applying that full court trap. It was used against them for most of the game. Barrington getting that runner. So an 11-point lead now for St. George's College. That player had all the time in the world to settle, but couldn't get the three to fall. Oh, St. George's College looking so smooth in transition with their passes. Salmon. He wants to go inside. The lane is clogged. A whistle on the play. So the players of both teams sacrificing body, grit and determination being displayed as well. Unsuccessful in the first attempt. Salmon will shoot one more. 8.5 to play now in the game itself. And Salmon missing both attempts. The putback was blocked at time. Camperdown solid in defense. Fight for the loose ball. Wait to see what the umpires will say. Camperdown ball. So Camperdown losing the ball in transition once again. Getting out of the trap. Unsuccessful. St. George's winning it this time. Barrington, who scored earlier. Giving it up to Bailey to slow things down. And then Miller was getting involved. He's up top. Fight for the loose ball. The pass being read, almost crashing into the cameraman that time. .7:45 to play. As per FIBA rules, the Federation of International Basketball Association here in Jamaica, we play 10 minutes per quarter. Unlike the NBA, they play 12 minutes. This is Camperdown with possession now. Oh, sweet bounce pass inside. Down the lane. Oh, unsuccessful. The putback. St. George's College smelling blood, perhaps, or smelling victory. Oh, that was a gentle one. But sometimes they're quicker at the offensive rebound, a step or two. There's another example. They get to the loose ball before the Camperdown players. Oh, my goodness. Colorful St. George's College with a 12-point lead now. Make that an 11-point lead. Can Camperdown spring a surprise? No. A little too long, and a fight and the putback. And that's no good. And so Camperdown will go to the line. The effort that time coming from number 11, LeConte, who checked back into the contest. So the first of 2 points, good for LeConte. He will shoot again, missing the mark. Both teams crashing the boards. And a substitution called. But the substitution would be at the dead ball. And the ball was dead just now when that player checked in for St. George's College. As we look at Bailey now, off and running. They run that fast break so easy. Have Camperdown given up the ghost? A 12-point lead enjoyed now by St. George's College with a little over 6 minutes to play. Have St. George's College placed a foot in the final, or can Camperdown come back in the remaining time on the clock? Your guess is as good as ours. An 8-point lead. St. George's College can hold on to it. Camperdown can deny them glory. It remains to be seen what exactly will transpire. In both scenarios painted, it could come down to a question of who needs it more. Bonner on the dribble for Camperdown, and he was fouled. Or was he? And so St. George's hoping to get it. No, denied by Camperdown. A whistle on the play, which sends Camperdown to the line now. A 12-point lead with just under 6 minutes to play. So LeConte shooting one, will shoot one more. Both free throw attempts successful. And Camperdown suddenly now having a spring in their step. St. George's College hoping to beat the trap. Quickly down the lane. Oh! Miller. A rear mishandling of the ball. Hoping to beat a double team. And suddenly now, Camperdown slowly coming alive now. Camperdown! Is this over? Maybe not. 4 unanswered points for Camperdown have brought them now within 8. And a backcourt call on St. George's College. Could the boys from North Street be self-destructing now? Clifford Brown, the coach of St. George's College, not loving it. Nyron Hurd enjoying every second of it now. His team slowly coming to life. And a foul called. The player on the inside who made the move toward the basket was Bonner. And the isolation was coming from Edwards, as well as his teammate Samuels. They were in pass receiving positions. Camperdown with Bonner at the line. This matchup, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your tickets. It's not over. And as it progresses, could bring you to the edge of your seat. The offensive rebound by Camperdown. The putback, no good. St. George's College is alive. Here comes Miller on the dribble, finding his teammate. Oh, on the run, quickly broken up. That St. George's College player was waiting for the give and go. And Camperdown exercising all the patience in the world. They will get the ball from the baseline. And a timeout called by Clifford Brown. Finding himself under pressure from this Camperdown team, who suddenly now have found the energy that was lacking in 2 previous quarters. 4:19 to play. So a little over 4 minutes to play now in this, the 4th quarter, where Camperdown, the team in dark blue with red stripes, trail St. George's College, the team in light blue, by 8 points. But what appeared to be smooth going for St. George's College perhaps might turn out the other way for the team from East Kingston. Barrington on the dribble, shoots. Oh, great jump shot. Lead back up to 10. And so that player of St. George's College crashing into the stanchion. But with the sponge padding, we trust that the player is okay. It was number 15, Andre Porter. Or make that Tiandre Porter. His first shot was good. The second couldn't drop. Camperdown. And a foul call. The foul is on Jamal Simpson. So Camperdown with possession. And a fight for the loose ball. Camperdown alive. A long-range three-pointer. Hits the backboard, but it goes outside. 10-point lead, 3.5 to play. And Coach Nyron Hurd calling his players not to go away from what has been working for them. They've gathered possession. And just about 3 minutes left now. Camperdown. So a timeout called, and Coach Nyron Hurd is not loving it. A 10-point lead. Being enjoyed by St. George's College. Coach Clifford Brown is on the bench with Camperdown as well, having a talk with the players from East Kingston. They have a little over 3 minutes to cut a gap that stands at 10 points. If they can execute well and pull off one of the best comebacks in local basketball history, remains to be seen. So the inbound, and Camperdown gets it immediately. And the putback no good, but they will go to the line to shoot two. Tense moment now at the Hewitt Gymnasium. The winner of this matchup advances to the National Under-16 playoff to meet the winner of the matchup between Manchester High and Arden. So the second shot so when we thought that both baskets counted, the referee waved them off. That player making a swipe, unsuccessful in the attempt. As we say good afternoon to Marsha. It's certainly been a while that we last saw her. She's the mom of a champion player, John Mark Tapper. And we should be seeing John Mark in the next game, which is the under 16, might make that under 19 semi-final between Campion and St. Catherine. So under 3 minutes to play now. Barrington losing possession. Here it. So there's a whistle on the play. But not too sure why those 2 free throws that were made were waved off. Not sure at all. So we wait to see what will happen now. Camperdown shooting one more. They've really settled now, this Camperdown team, at the free throw line. Second shot, no good. St. George's with the rebound. Camperdown playing that full court press. Ball quickly tipped away. Oh! Smoking! Camperdown with a little fire in their tail. But they're going to need a little bit more than that. Oh! The sweet step by Toms. And put St. George's College back in the driver's seat. Great skip court pass. Camperdown. Can they cut the deficit? It doesn't drop. St. George's with it. A minute and a half to play. This is St. George's with it. Barrington up to go down the lane and gets 2 more. A 10-point lead now for St. George's College. And Camperdown did well to cut the deficit earlier, but certainly was unable to keep St. George's College at bay. They've lost possession once again. And St. George's College with Toms, he's fouled. So St. George's College will shoot at the line with Toms. First one is good. Second one short. St. George's with the putback. No. Camperdown with possession. Time running out now. Under a minute to play. Oh, that would be a good finish. But it was not to be. Here is Toms now for St. George's College in the closing stages. Calling for his players to clear out. He perhaps wants to drive inside. Oh, he's knocked over. Nothing for him. And ball belonging now to Camperdown. 29 seconds to play. Long range shot for Camperdown. That doesn't fall. 14 seconds to play. And St. George's College with an 11-point lead are certainly now home and dry in the NBA. Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks. Could have been the 1995 Eastern Conference semifinal. And Reggie Miller scored 9 points in under 7 seconds. The impossible have happened in basketball. But 8 seconds will make that 9 seconds being put back on the clock. We wait to see. 15 seconds being put back on the clock. An 11-point lead in St. George's College in my estimation, are already through to the championship matchup at the national under 16 level. So 6 seconds to play now. And Bailey getting the second one to drop with a 12-point lead. It's over. St. George's College have advanced to the National Under 16 final, defeating Camperdown 57-45. Certainly it was a contest where the Camperdown team found themselves trailing on so many occasions, except for the first quarter where it was locked at 19-all. Camperdown trailed 24-34 in the second quarter. In the third quarter, they trailed 33-42, and in the end, St. George's College winning 57-45. This was another presentation of the Intersecondary School Sports Association, with St. George's College now advancing to the National Under 16 final, where they await the winner of the matchup between Manchester High and Ardenne.
We'll have a restart, so just catch them a warm up.